Afternoon, ladies as well as gentlemen. This has been a Saturday of Hearthstone for me. I got laundry that needs to be done, I got work that needs to be done, yet here we are, trying to redeem ourselves. Let's go ahead and click that play button. Now, I don't want to give any exact spoilers, but I will sometimes give kind of soft spoilers. Basically, lately I've had some runs that started out like this one, where we have some really strong early wins, and then I end up pooping out at 4 or 5. However, I think this is actually a really good deck, and I think that it will go to the distance. I'm just going to guess that it will go the distance. I could be wrong, of course, but I think it's really good. Bad Rang the Priest. Man, I don't really want to see priests, because I just know that they have mind control and I don't, and that's really sad. Okay. Well, that looks good to me. Let's just play the double Northshire Cleric opening. We have a Bloodfen Raptor on turn 2. The Spellbreaker, the reason I kept that is because, like I've said before, priests have a lot of stuff that needs to be silenced. Light Wells, Light Spawns, Northshire Clerics even. All needs to shut the hell up. Okay, priests don't really have a good answer to this opening that I can think of. I mean, Shadow Word Pain kills one of them, but that's just about it. It's probably the best thing he could have. If he played, he really can't play anything right now because... well, anything less than 3 power, because if he plays a 2 power creature, I run in, smack it, and then I kill it and draw 2 cards. Okay, so my opponent's going to get to kill off one of my Northshire Clerics, which is very sad. Oh, hey, there's my Legendary. Let's play my Raptor. So, one of my... this is actually kind of bad. One of my Clerics is just going to die. And I mean, this Panda's just going to get to kill off both of my Clerics, potentially. Or a Cleric and this Beast. Oh my fuck, this is really bad. Oh my god, this game is going all the way bad. I got like the ideal priest opening, but my opponent got the ideal response here. This is just so terrible, I can't even take it. Because the Scarlet Crusader kills everything. You know what, this is one of those games. This is just one of those games that, yeah. My opponent's clearly going to kill my stuff. I'm not even going to bother attacking his things. This is just one of those games. That's all I can say. And even this is actually kind of sucky against priests, because priests have a 3-mana kill spell for it, the Shadow Word Death.
Someone injured?
Oh, that is insult to injury, my friend. Insult to injury. Now he plays something that my Raptor could have attacked into. Oh, I do draw a card. That's when a minion is healed. Okay, well, at least we got that as a consolation prize. God, Jesus, what a terrible opening. I can't even believe it. Do I even dare play Shadow Form? Well, let's do this. I want to kill the one that, you know, can get healed. Ah, no. Okay, Chillwind Yeti. Whew. That is just in the nick of time. So this could save me out. I mean, it's what's so good about Chillwind Yeti. Sometimes it will just save you the game. I mean, look at this. Now, even though my opponent had, like, an absolutely crushing opening, if he doesn't have a good follow-up, I catch right back up. I kill this Northshire Cleric, heal on up. I could even kill the Scarlet Crusader and heal on up. He needs, like, a Dark Iron Dwarf here to buff the Crusader, kill the Yeti, otherwise he's just gonna fall behind. That's why the Chillwind Yeti's so darn good. Ah, man, I'm almost scared to play this. Maybe I should have thought about that. I didn't consider it in my drafting. That, oh, he's actually gonna do this. That's a fancy, that deserves a well played.
Well played.
My eyes are open.
He's actually gonna heal it up above the point where a Chillwind Yeti could kill it. Man, I really need, Shadowed Sun Cleric, or I could just use a Silence on this. That would be fine too. Holy Nova, does that work here? Nope. Because it'll actually heal my Yeti and draw a card. I definitely don't want to do that. I could just play this guy, call it a day. I could bust my Silence out. I could also Shadow Form. Shadow Form, kill off the Scarlet Crusader, kill that thing off. The issue there is that my opponent can heal this draw card. I really want this to die is the issue. Yeah, that needs to die, so I could Shadow Form and pop it, but then this will die to either one of the other 2 creatures. So what we're going to do is we're going to just play this, I think? No. I have to play this. Silence it, down to 3. And then we're going to kill the 3/3. So now this 1/3 can kill my 4/1, and the 3/1 can kill my 4/3. So basically, we just got nowhere. But I'm happy, considering how awfully the opening went. Going nowhere seems good, by comparison. He seems to have options. So I have 5 cards, he has 6 cards he's up to play. We both have creatures to trade. I wish I had 6 mana so I could have healed this up, but alas. Okay, he's gonna do the obvious. That's better than most things that could have happened, probably. And that. Well, I don't really want to play the beast into that. I can just run in. Then 4 more damage, like an Argent Commander or something, and it just sucks. So I could Shadow Form. Pop Divine Shield, that'll be my whole turn. I think what I'd actually rather do is play a Light Spawn. Its odds of surviving the turn are low, but if it does survive the turn, the next turn I can play the Temple Enforcer and kind of heal it back up. And put a 6/6 on the board at the same time. So we'll see. Looks like today Shadow Form is going to have to be a late game card.
Let me change.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? God, that is ridiculous. Well, boy. Shadow Word Pain will kill that. That leaves me with 5 mana. I can Shadow Form and kill that. So I'm holding Shadow Form. I can also play this, but then my opponent can just run in, get a 3/3, and then have his whole turn to play. That's no good. Play a Taunt, it just trades with that. If this is allowed to live, it'll heal up. I think it needs to die. So Holy Nova is another way of killing it, but then this stupid thing clings on for dear life. Okay, I guess we're going to just do this. Take the time to Shadow Form. And kill off that Light Spawn. Well, I'm definitely hugely behind here. My opponent not only has card advantage with 6 cards to my 4, but he has a creature on the board and is up to play. Bah, that sucked. Okay. That was a very clever play there. The Light Spawn worked out horribly. This, in addition to being Shadow Word Deathable, my opponent can just run his creatures into it, and it'll just die. This actually sucks horribly now because the Cabal Priest is at 6 health. Once I play it and the Shadowton Cleric, alright, we'll just do that. So we actually have an equal board, 5, 6, 6, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, but he has 3 extra cards and is up to play. The amount of advantage that gives him is frightful to think about. Of course he has it. Why does he have it? Because of course he does. That's why. That is why he has the thing. Oh, Tiger, why not? I mean, why not? So he's perfectly holding everything up above Holy Nova, which is terrific. I love seeing that. Darksgale Healer is not super great. It just trades with the Shadow Cabal Priest. This is not super great. Okay, well, let's just do the Holy Nova then. Kill off the biggest thing. And pass the turn. This thing is at a lovely, lovely 3 health, of course, so Shadow Form can't quite kill it. Or I guess I should call it Mind Spike. And then he can, of course, heal this up. So that's no good either. That's not dying to Mind Spike anytime soon. Ah, Priest. Man, I hate playing Priests when I'm a Priest with no Mind Control. This is just awful. I don't even know what I can do to come back. He's playing around Mind Control, so notice how Mind Control is good for me even though I don't even actually have it. Oh, man. Putting health buff on this makes no difference. Because it's just going to be a 3/5, it'll trade with the Tiger. I guess it'll trade with the Tiger then, rather than the Defender? Okay, we'll do that. And we'll ping the Defender there. Oh man, this game. I had coin Northstride Cleric, coin Northstride Cleric, and it went just all the way bad. Oh, of course he has another Shadow Word Death. Why wouldn't he have another Shadow Word Death? You can't target that. Yeah, STFU with your targeting. Yeah. He's gonna heal up the Tiger. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, I keep forgetting he's a Priest. I guess then I get to kill the Defender. That's a victory of sorts. I can actually kill the Tiger. What am I talking about? Alright, great. I get to kill the Tiger. He's still like playing around Mind Control or something. Well, alright, here is the moment. I kill off the Tiger, I Holy Smite the Defender, and I play the Beast. He's already played 2 Shadow Word Deaths. If this were constructed, I would know he had no more. But if he has it, he wins. If he has a Mind Control, he wins. I mean, but what am I going to do? Am I going to play this? Mind Control. Okie dokie. I'm going to call shenanigans because I saw no Mind Controls in my draft, and so there's no outs that I have to that. I mean, I could have gotten a Shadow Word Death or whatever, but anyway, that game was over. Maybe I should have drawn a card just to see if it was Shadow Word Death, and I could have killed it and gotten a 3/3. But I think sometimes preventing further morale damage is more valuable than like a 1 in 17 chance of getting an out. All right, so that, and with your opponent, by the way, still having like 6 cards and a dominating chance to win the game, even with your drawing your out. So anyway, that was that game. It's time to move on and put the past losses behind us. I've actually, even today, I've taken worse decks to better records than 2-1. Let's see who we got. Paladin. Hey, it's not a priest. All right. Batman forever the Paladin. Well, these Temple Enforcers are a bit early to the party. Yep, we'll just send them back. The Loot Hoarder is nice to keep. Against Paladins, it kind of sucks a bit because, you know, you might have it get killed by a recruit, but we drew a Northshire Cleric, so as long as this doesn't go as badly as the other one, I'll be okay. All right, Light's Justice is totally fine. It does not kill Northshire Clerics. He's actually going to swing at me. I would actually, if I had Light's Justice, the only time I would swing at my opponent is if I had like a True Silver Champion in my hand, and so I wanted to make sure that Light's Justice was used up by turn 4. Otherwise, I would keep it around, because it's actually, it doesn't look like a very imposing weapon, but it's actually a surprising amount of the time that you get to pick things off, like you're just 1 away from killing something. Okay, I have a lot of options here. Option number 1, coin, Shattered Sun Cleric, kill this off, be a 2/2. Damage 2/2. Option number 2, attack, heal it, be a 1/3, but I drew a card. But then there's a 2/2 and a 1 weapon that'll just kill it next turn. Option number 3, Shadow Word Pain. Well, I think the Shattered Sun Cleric is the best of these. It may feel emotionally a little bit wrong to do this, but it preserves my Northshire Cleric. I'd rather preserve the Northshire Cleric and not draw a card, and maybe draw cards later, then draw a card now and definitely not have the Northshire Cleric later. And I also got to put a 3/3 on the board, which is not to be dismissed. God, I love Shattered Sun Clerics. I love Shattered Sun Clerics. So much. So much, so much, so much, so much, so much.
I wonder.
We'll have to hold off on this Shadow form. I mean, as long as my opponent's letting me ride the Northshire Cleric train, I will ride it. I will ride it all night long. I will write it into a song.
Reporting for duty.
I will ride my own fat dung. This is oh, Jesus. Well, so what that does, I guess it's not a total mistake. It prevents me from attacking the 1/1, then healing back up to full. Now I have to heal up and then stay at 2 health, but I mean, really, who cares? So yeah, we'll just do this. Shattered Sun Cleric, nice. Do I attack with the Northshire Cleric? I guess I'll attack with the Northshire Cleric, that seems fine. Swing. Pass the turn. So a Consecration would actually be very good. It would kill the Northshire Cleric, get this down to 1 health. Light's Justice would finish it off. He'd be back in the game.
Your magic shall
Spellbreaker, not quite as good, I'm afraid, for my opponent. Because I can kill this 4/3 with my 3/3. And yeah, it's just, I mean, it's great. Shattered Sun Cleric does not help me there. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to play the Gnomish Inventor. Draw a card, because you should always draw cards first. Note that my opponent did not attack with this weapon. That suggests he has no True Silver Champions, which is good to know. We'll do that trade, because otherwise the 4/3 could have just killed my Inventor. And we're going to pass on the turn. So what's going on here? I've got massive card advantage and a slight board presence, so it's not like that big of a deal. He's making a recruit. That's really good news, because it means that he has nothing better to do, and a secret. Well, I'm just going to assume the secret is Noble Sacrifice. There's no particular reason not to make that assumption. So I could either flush it out with the Gnomish Inventor, and then pop this one guy with the Northshire Cleric, or I could heal the Northshire Cleric. Or I could do something else. I could, like, play Shattered Sun Cleric. So many clerics in this game. Here's the thing. I don't want to kill this 1/1 with the Northshire Cleric, because it gives my opponent a good use of the Light's Justice. Now, I could actually just play a Taunt. That's an interesting move. Yeah, well, I think we'll just do that, I suppose. We'll just do this. Sturdy. We'll fish out the Noble Sacrifice. There it is.
Right away.
And we'll kill that off, because you don't want to let paladins keep creatures. I played this instead of the Booty Bay, even though the Booty Bay has higher total stats and would have used up all my mana, because I want the higher health total here to survive against True Silver Champion. So Consecration is still really good. It gets us down to 3 health. It's the card he just drew. It might be a Consecration.
Their gates.
Ah, no, it's Lord of the Arena. Well, I have the wrong shadow word, sadly. It's actually going to be a little bit tricky for me to kill. Okay, well, I catch a break here. We're going to just do that. And I think... I'm tempted to play Shadow Form, but man, it has not been working well for me. So we're just going to keep putting creatures on the board and basically not take any risks putting this thing. We'll play it when we can play it. But I've got creatures to play and just beat face. There's no need to get fancy. So now Consecration is no longer good. All it kills is an Architect Cleric. It puts everything at 1 health, which the Light's Justice can't finish off because I have this lovely, lovely Taunter. My opponent's continuing to try to get those 1/1s to stick. It just ain't happening. He's going to go ahead and just buff on his own turn. Yep, okay, so it's a good thing I've been killing them this whole time. You can see that now. I'm not sure what would be good here. I've already used my silence. Oh, well, I have this other silence. Haha. Well, let's see. I've got 3, 6, 9, 10 damage. He's at 7 health. I think it's time to just go for it. I mean, I don't even need to... Yeah, I don't even need to do anything fancy. Let's just go for the kill. So basically, I'm keeping the Mass Dispel around so that if he taps out to play a big Taunter, like say a Sunwalker, I can just Mass Dispel, win the game. This guy's not gonna do it. I mean, he may be blessed by kings, but all he does is kill my, Taunter. And then I still have more than enough damage to win, especially factoring the Holy Nova. Alright, he's gonna buff it up to ridiculous heights. That will allow him to kill my higher damaging creature and live to hell about it. Still not enough to save him, though. This is 10 damage. He would have needed, like, a Justice to stick around. Justice. So, see, he could have killed this thing. Justice up to 13. I would have had 10, 12 damage. Yep, couldn't have quite killed him if he had had Justice. Anyway, I think this is over now. Oh! Unless he has Defender of Argus, in which case it's still over. Oh, damn it. I really wish he had Defender of Argus. Maybe this is a clever move. He's killing my creature and he's giving himself a draw with just enough mana to play Defender of Argus. I almost wish he would play it just so I could show off my Mass Dispel. What has he got? Come on, Defender of Argus. No, it's taking too long. He would have played the Defender of Argus sooner if he had it. Consecration, that's not going to do anything. Okay. Well played. Going out in style. Nope, you can't finish off my creatures because I am awesome. Now, a douchebag move here would be to play your legendary to show it off. Don't do that, kids. Don't be a douchebag. Just win your game and say, well played. And Batman Forever goes down. Forever. Well, not forever. For the time being. Till his next arena. Oh, man, you start to level up so slowly there. I don't know if I'll ever make it to level 60 or even level 50. That would take, like, years of playing to get up that high. And then, I don't know what you get. Do you get, like, I heard you get, like, a golden character portrait if you make it up to max level, or level 50 with one of your classes. That'd be pretty sweet. I guess that makes sense. They make it really hard to work for, that they make it take forever to get to. So that, if you see someone with a golden character portrait, like, they really earned it. Warrior. Not a priest, so I'm happy. At Azal the Warrior. Okay, well, this is actually a decent start. I'm going to keep everything here. So the Fairy Dragon is my turn 2 play. Doesn't die to direct damage from removal, but honestly, Warriors don't have that much, so it still dies to Fiery War Axe, which is the thing that matters. But that's fine, because the Chillwind Yeti survives Fiery War Axe just fine, so all we're missing is turn 3, and there may very well be a creature that we kill with Shadow Word Pain on turn 3. This is a nice hand to be a second player with, so you can coin one out, and then play the other on turn 4. And not miss any beats. So, is there the Fiery War Axe? No, there is not the Fiery War Axe. Well, you have to make an interesting play here. Either we Shadow Word Pain a very inferior creature, and potentially rue it later in order to keep the damage up, or we don't. I think this is worth it. I think this is the right kind of start for it. So, my next turn I'm dropping a Chillwind Yeti, and I mean a turn 4 Chillwind Yeti when you've already got a Fairy Dragon in the board is just astoundingly good. Jungle Panther? Ooh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm afraid that's not going to cut it. I could actually Mass Dispel. That's funny. No, so let's see. I could play the Senjin now. Guards against the Panther. The Panther would need a buff to kill the Senjin. Panther would also need a buff to kill the Yeti. So do I care about the Panther killing the Fairy Dragon? I guess there's no reason, right? I mean, if my opponent, let's say, top decks a Fiery War Axe, there's no reason to give him a free kill of a Fairy Dragon. So I've actually lost some games. Just a Fairy Dragon goes on turn 2 and then just lives. Ah, I see. That's a pretty good move. Oh my gosh, he's even execute. Oh geez, that was really good. Ah, that deserves a well played. He really did a number on me there. Luckily, I have Chillwind Yeti, so still kicking. Stupid Panther. I don't like it for precisely reasons like that. It dies. So let's see what's going on here. My opponent actually, geez, he's got 6 cards to my 5. But I guess it really is just the extra card he got for going second. Although, no. No. He got ahead for that cleave, somehow. I don't know why he got ahead of that cleave. The cleave killed it, the Panther killed my Senjin. No, the execute killed the Senjin. Why is he ahead? I don't understand. Whatever. Okay, so that happened. Monty Berserker's a bit late to the party. I could play the Beast. Or I could play the... I think I'm going to play the Temple Enforcer. What this does is it actually allows me to whack-a-dack-dack into the Fen Creeper and then lift as hell about it. Barring any buffs, of course. So I need to keep the pressure coming here, or else I could be in trouble. A Dark Iron Dwarf would be very good for my opponent. He could kill off my Yeti then. And then the Temple Enforcer kill the Dark Iron Dwarf, and I could play the Beast. Corcon Elite, actually not quite good enough here. Maybe my opponent has a buff, like an Inner Rage perhaps? Ah, Fiery War Axe. Well, that'll do her. That'll do her. Oh, he's going for the throat. Wow! Interesting move. I would have gone for... What are you doing? Geez, I guess he decided he just can't win, so he's gonna just risk it up? I disagree, sir. I disagree. So we're going to go ahead and kill... Let's take a look here. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Play Chillwind Yeti number 2. I could play the Berserker, just dies with the Fiery War Axe, though. So everything's at 4 health. It's actually really great. Maybe I should just play the Amani Berserker. The alternative is to heal myself. You know what? I'm gonna heal myself. You know why? Because of stupid mind control tech. Let's just not open myself up to mind control tech. Let's just have my nice 14 power army here. Faceless Manipulator is good, but not good enough.
Do you need a blessing?
Young Priestess, oh my god, that's actually really good because it buffs us up to 5 health, so now my Yeti can't kill it. Wow, that deserves a well played. That was a really good move. Okay, Shadow Sun Cleric though, it's gonna save me the day yet again. Can I actually heal this up? What's this thing's maximum health? Oh, I can actually heal it up, and it just totally lives. Hiya. Do I need to kill this thing? No, I don't. I'm gonna swing for 10 damage. Well, actually, I'm gonna play this now because now that I'm already exposed to mind control tech, I might as well minimize the odds of him stealing my 6/4. All right, that was a demolition derby. Azel the warrior goes down with a frown, like a sad, sad clown. Okay, that poetry did not happen. Let's go ahead and move along. So we've been here a couple of times, 4-1 with a strong deck, thinking we could go the distance, and then we didn't. But man, this deck seems so good. I haven't played the Beast yet, but man, I always feel so afraid playing it, you know, because your opponent could just kill it. Maybe I should have just sucked it up and played a Nixia. I mean, I haven't been playing either of my legendary on turn 6. Maybe I should have just taken... I mean, if I'm waiting long enough, I might as well just have taken Onyxia for the board-filling goodness. Passetto the Warlock. Okay, well, we have quite the diverse mana costs here. Alright, this is great. So we'll ship these guys back. They'll be back. There's 3 of them in the deck. Got a Wild Pyromancer here. Wow, I have a Wild Pyromancer in this deck? Okay, that's great. So the coin triggers it, which is intriguing. You could, like, coin, trigger it, damage something, and then... Ooh, like, if he's still around on turn 4, I could, like, coin Holy Nova. The coin would deal damage to everything, then the Holy Nova would draw cards off of all my creatures. That would be so awesome. Okay, no turn 1 play from the Warlock. That's great. That means no oozes or anything just yet. Oh, my god. They keep having the turn 2 plays. Well, I don't have Shattered Sun Cleric, which is what I would need here. to hold the fort. This thing is just gonna get to do 2-for-1s. Man, Northshire Cleric, I guess it's just not good if your opponent has a 3-2 for 2. I guess that's just the moral of this story. Because you can't run in and heal it for a card. My opponent gets to 2-for-1 me with an ooze. That is very distressing. What has he got for me
So
here?
many possibilities.
What you got, buddy? Man, a Shattered Sun Cleric would have been really good there. I could have actually run in and lived to tell about it. Ah, Flesh Eating Ghoul. Well, that makes a lot of sense. So my Raptor is going to have to trade for the Ghoul now, I think, unless I can think of something better. I cannot. This is really dumb to play. It just dies to the ooze. So I think what I'm going to do is actually use the coin here. This is just kind of pointless. So we're going to actually coin out Gnomish Inventor. Under the circumstances, that's the best card. Because it trades against the ooze, it kills the ooze and lives to tell about it, and then I get my card advantage back. Because the ooze has claimed a Northshire Cleric. Notice how my opponent and I are equal on cards. I've lost the extra card I got for being the second player, so I want to try to get that card back. If he has a Mortal Coil, though, that would suck, because he could just run in, get this down to 1 health, Mortal Coil, draw a card.
Handle it!
Ah, Raid Leader is also good there. The problem with Raid Leader is that oh, my opponent's getting a bit greedy. Wow, that's interesting. My opponent is greedy. Yeah, he's gonna pay for it too. I'm gonna quote unquote waste the Defender of Argus.
Shield for Argus.
I'm gonna kill the Raid Leader. So now the ooze does kill my Gnomish Inventor, but the Gnomish Inventor has claimed a life. So we're back on to being even, and it also drew me a card when it came into play. So it's been like really good. And Holy Nova is gonna wipe the board if my opponent chooses not to attack. My opponent has to attack here though, because this has maximum 5 health. I will heal it if he doesn't kill it right now. Lots of tigers being played against me today. Interesting. Yep, he makes the right move. He kills it. Holy Nova just kills the Blood Imp. You know what would be great? Mass Dispel, actually. That would actually knock the Blood Imp out of hiding. Or any spell and a Wild Pyromancer. I have a lot of ways to get rid of the Blood Imp. Unfortunately, I don't have any spells. That is sad. And this thing is just set to die right now. That is sucky. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a Light Spawn. So the idea with this move is I am tempting my opponent to use the Tiger to kill off the Light Spawn. And then the Holy Nova will finish it off. That is the plan. Looks like he has other ideas. So he's going to Shadow Bolt. Mortal Coil then? Mortal Coil, okay. Well, this actually really sucks because of the Blood Imp. This Tiger's only going down to 3 health after killing my Defender of Argus. Oh my god, my opponent made a horrible mistake, unless he's got something really good coming up here. Oh man, he's drawing a card after doing everything else. Well, I'm getting a few, looks like, well, I don't want to say it because this game's not over yet, but I'm getting a few free wins, potentially, if I win this game, from misplays by my opponents. He really should have killed my Defender of Argus. You don't want to let Paladins keep creatures on the board. You also don't want to let Priests keep creatures. So I've got good healing potential. The Holy Nova heals me for 2. My hero ability heals me for 2. He can only get me down to 16 here. I mean, it's just not enough. Unless he has some crazy power overwhelming shenanigan. I mean, he'd need to have 4 power overwhelmings. Is that a Siphon Soul? Okay. Well, that is his whole turn. The health buff is here, so now it sort of trades against the Tiger, and now he's going to attack it. Oh, he's another Mortal Coil. God darn it. Well, he should have done it first before Siphon Souling my thing. Okay, well here, I have a number of options. So I could play the Wild Pyromancer and then Holy Nova, What this will do is it'll actually kill everything thanks to the Wild Pyromancer's ability. The Wild Pyromancer will be left at 1 health because it's after you cast a spell. So first Holy Nova will heal me, then he'll do his thing. So that's one option. Another option is to play the Stormpike Commando, deal 2 damage, Holy Smite, finish it off. It's another option. This puts a 4-2 on the board. The Blood Imp can't quite kill it. Yeah, we'll do that. It puts a bigger creature on the board, and it reserves my better spell for later. Alright, so now I'd say I'm in good shape. My opponent's a card ahead of me. I'm about to draw to catch up, and he's up to play for 8 mana, which could be a number of terrifying things. But I have a Silence here, and I can deal 3 damage to everything. He has his own Stormpike Commando. That deserves a well played. And Holy Nova doesn't quite kill it because of the Blood Imp, but the Wild Pyromancer will help. I hope he doesn't play anything more that has 3 toughness.
We must cleanse
Are
the
you...
Sunwell.
God... Oh my god. That is terrible. Because now Holy Nova kills nothing. God... Are you kidding me? Okay, I think what we have to do here is play the Cobra. The Silence is a total waste, but I'm just using it mainly to hold the fort here. So basically, I mean, this creature trades with either one of his 2. The only reason I did that is just to put a body on the board. It's not actually because I needed to silence that. It really made no difference. Oh my god. Stormpike Commando and Shatterstone Cleric. That is a very specific combination of cards that was very specifically very bad against me right there. Alright, he's going to trade the Shattered Sun for the Cobra, making the way perhaps for a bigger creature. No, no bigger creature, just a humble Dragonling Mechanic. Okay, 2 humble Dragonling Mechanics. God. Man. This game is going south. I think my opponent would actually have won already if he hadn't misplayed. He should have killed my Defender of Argus when he had the chance. So I want to play this, and the Shatterstone Cleric. Of course that's 10 mana, and of course I'm 1 mana short. I could play this and buff it, but that's only up to 5. It'll still die. I think this is the time for Holy Nova. And there's no point healing him up. All it would really save me from is another Mortal Coil. So I will be fine with that, and I'm just gonna... I guess it would be saving me from a Dwarven Forge Rifleman or something, whatever. Whatever, if that's what happens, that's what happens. I'm definitely behind. I have no card draw here, and my opponent's just ahead on cards. He can trade creatures, and then he'll have more cards than me left. Well, I'm not going to call it a mistake just yet. He still has stuff to play. He's going to try to kill it off with the Mad Bomber. Well, that was a really fortunate Mad Bomber for me. Oh, he has more stuff. My lord. And he's going to life tap at the end of all of it. He's giving me lots of chances to catch up. I don't have any more Holy Nova, so he thanked me for using the Holy Nova to clear out the board. Okay, whatever. Be a douchebag if you want to be a douchebag. We're going to go ahead and play our 6/6. And I can heal in Shadow Word Pain. I think I have to do that. We're going to heal up. We're going to Shadow Word Pain this thing. And we'll kill... Oh, I forgot. Oh my god, I actually forgot about that. I seriously forgot about that completely. I should have healed after doing it because I think I wasted some of the... Yeah, I wasted a point of healing. That was silly of me. Well, anyway, we're going to go ahead and just kill it off. Man. This game. I'm going to lose this game, but to my defense, my opponent really messed up a lot. And it's a testament to the quality of his cards and the poor quality of mine that he's going to actually win this thing. Yeah, so he gets to trade, and he's left with a 4/4. I guess a 4/1 and a 2/2. It's all the same. I'm not sure what I can do to catch back up. I don't have any Thought Steals here, and my opponent just gets to keep drawing cards after doing everything on his turn. I only saw the one Holy Nova. Oh, no. Jeez. I think I took a Temple Enforcer over a Holy Nova. Bah. Well... We're going to do a bit of an unfortunate play here. I'm actually going to heal up one of his creatures. Let's draw a card, because I need to do that. I'll buff my thing, and we're going to pass the turn. He has plenty of health, so he can keep on life tapping every single turn. He's going to trade off that. which is a reasonable play. I have a Chillwind Yeti, but against him playing 2 cards per turn, this just isn't going to be enough, even with the life gain.
My shield.
Oh, that's bad. God darn it. Ugh. That takes things from bad to worse. Ah, he's actually going to make that guy huge. Okay. Well, I think it's time to concede. I can't play both of these creatures. Oh, that's annoying. That's the worst when you lose to someone who plays badly. It really makes you question the quality of your deck. It all started with a Northshire Cleric into him playing an Ooze and getting amazing value. I kind of hung on in there with the Gnomish Inventor for a little while there. We had some shenanigans, but I just needed another Holy Nova. You know, I've had this happen before where I really wished I had 2 Holy Novas, and I only had 1 and I lost, and that was kind of the same thing. Another Holy Nova would have kept me in it. Triggered the Warlock. Well, it's a different Warlock. Alright, well the Shadowstone Cleric's nice. I am prepared to waste it on turn 3 if I need to. Hopefully I won't need to. I might, though. I only get 2 chances to draw a drop. Hopefully this Warlock's start is slow. Holy Nova against Blood Imps is just super unimpressive because it kills the Imp, but it will then not kill anything else other than creatures that were originally 1 toughness. This Mass Dispel has never been useful. I forget what I could have taken over it, but I'm starting to regret it, that it wasn't a creature. Okay, nothing on turn 1. I drew a Northshire Cleric. Well, turn late, it's better than never. And I can buff it up, make it a 2/4. That'll handle most 2-drops, and even a few 3-drops. So we'll see what my opponent wants to do here. I hope he just draws a card. That would be the best. Nope. Ah, Novice Engineer. That's fine. That's totally fine. No problem. So he's letting me do this move where I attack and draw a card. But again, I'd rather put a creature on the board than draw a card and not put a creature on the board. So Hellfire could be coined out here. It would kill both my creatures. It would catch him up. He seems not to have that. He has a Demon Fire and then Immortal Coil, I assume. Otherwise, why would he do that? Yeah, God, Immortal Coil is so goddamn good. So I never got to draw a card off of it, but it did use up some of my opponent's resources. Wild Pyromancer, huh? Let's keep that as a surprise. We'll play the Cobra and swing for 3. So my opponent, because of that Novice Engineer, he's got 8 cards to my 6. He has a little bit ahead. And he was the second player. He still is holding onto the coin too. Oh my God! If he just removes everything I play, he actually will. I don't have my endgame here. It has not come online. Ah, Shadow Form. All right, it's time for Shadow Form. If you're going to do nothing, then I am going to give myself the best hero ability in the game. I mean, I don't need healing, so might as well put the Shadow Form out there. I still have Shadow Word Pain, so if he plays like a Fen Creeper, he'll be really far behind. Voidwalker, not that big of a deal. Sense Demons, he should have done that first, because it's card draw. Corruption, okay. Well, it's gonna die. So I guess we'll just do this. It's extremely unfortunate that I have not drawn my endgame. Ah, Temple and Fortress. I have so many of them in here. I have the Beast. I would have loved the Beast. I would have totally played the Beast right there, but no. This is the one game I don't draw the Legendary. Priestess of Elune, not the scariest thing in the world. Thanks to Shadow Form, I can just go ahead and kill it. Yep, we'll do that. Keep the Cobra around. Play another Dinkosaurus Rex. Again, I really am amazed how much late game is in this deck and by how little of it I am drawing. I might have to play a Mass Dispel just for the card at some point here. Yeah, I hope he plays a Blood Imp. That would actually be so amazing. Mass Dispel gets rid of Stealth. Shadow Form. Shadow Forming a Blood Imp. That would be so satisfying. Oh my God, I think I'm going to do it. What do you got here? Voidwalker? Alright. Yep, it's happening. Coin, okay, and Felguard. Alright, well, that is all good by me. Well, Chillwind Yeti is good too. Let me think. I can use the Cobra to kill off the Felguard. Then I can Shadow Form plus the Fairy Dragon to kill off the Voidwalker, and then play the Yeti. I mean, it's definitely an option that needs to be considered. I do want to... I must consider. I do want to play the Chillwind Yeti. I think it's important to get that down. I could Shadow Word Pain this thing. Use the Cobra to kill that. Leave the Blood Imp alone. Yeah, that seems fine. So we'll Shadow Word Pain. The Cobra kills this and lives. I swing for 3 damage. I play the Chillwind Yeti, and then we got a steady shot here, essentially. Passing turn. So I'm just beating him down with creatures. Now he's a little bit ahead on cards. He's got 7 cards to my 5, but I do get to draw 1. And Shadow Form, or Mind Spike, is helping me stay afloat here.
In the light's name.
Wow, Light Warden. Okay. Imp Master. Well, this is great. Honestly, he's drawn cards after doing everything else. This is totally fine by me. Can I win actually? 7, 9, 11... No. 13. Not quite enough. Do I Master Spell here? Jeez. I could Holy Nova. Could Master Spell... I cannot Master Spell Mind Spike and Holy Nova, but if I Holy Nova... Yeah, it doesn't work. Well, I can Master Spell. That would also get rid of the Blood Imps, not just Stealth, but the a minion, so this would become a 2. Then I can Holy Nova, leave just the Imp around. The danger is that then my opponent might play something scarier, and I regret not having the Master Spell. Alright, I'm gonna just go for the kill then. So... basically, this is 4 damage in my back pocket.
It's time for a little blow.
And I mean, I've got the... my opponent has to deal with all my creatures, and then he's dead in two turns with Holy Nova and Mind Spike. So he needs a heal as well. So he needs to kill all my creatures and heal. It's a bit of a tall order. Sacrificial Pact. Wow, that is a combo. He's really going crazy with the healing here. He's actually going to get to kill my Yeti. Man, he just gained 8 health. That is kind of nuts. He still has 5 mana to play, too. Jeez. Jeez H. I could squeeze an extra damage out of Mind Spike by enraging the Berserker. So if it goes to his face, it's 2 damage. If it deals, 5 damage instead of 3, that's an extra 3 damage. So I can squeeze a little bit there. It's got the Demon Fire from my Cobra, though. He's going to swing at me with the Master. Okay. Alright, wow, that was the first time I've ever seen a Sacrificial Pact get used. Lord. Okay, I've got 5 damage, 7 damage, 9 damage. 5, 7, he'd be at 6 health. Oh, man. I think it's time to Master Spell, though. Because I need to draw a card. I need to put some stuff on the board. There we go. This is perfect. Ah, that's perfect. Okay, so we're going to do this. Swing. Swing. That. Okay. Now, with Holy Nova and Mind Spike, he's dead next turn. He's obviously not going to kill me, so he needs to heal. He has to deal with my entire board and heal. That's not going to do it. That's not quite going to do it. Power Overwhelming. That is not going to do it. Man, he got a lot of good combo out of these imps. The Power Overwhelming combo, the Sacrificial Pact. Okay. That is the game. There's the beast. Okay. Oh my god, that was really close. The thing I hate about losing to Warlocks too is I don't do very well with Warlock most of the time. So when a Warlock beats me, it's like, oh really? Come on. Anyway, so thankfully that player lost. Oh my god, I've been here. Alright, I'm just gonna spoil it, okay? I'm sorry, I'm gonna spoil the last 2 arena runs. I apologize, I'm giving you plenty of advance notice. If you want to watch them, pause this video, open them up. I've been here, I think, twice today. I can't remember if the Warlock run was at 4-2 when I lost, or if I made it to 5-2, but I've been at 5-2 twice today. Never made it to 6-2, even once. Come on. Oh, no! Jesus Christ, why? I'll even play a mage at this point. I just don't want to play priest. Oh, God. Well, this could be trouble with a capital T owl. Ball sacks. Ball sacks. Bibbity. Bobbity. Bibbity bobbity bibbity bobbity ball sacks. Okay. Okay. What you got for me? Mind vision? Yeah. Oh, jeez. I'm just hoping that's the coin, really. All the other stuff is pretty good. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. Northshire Cleric into not sucking. You hear that? Not sucking. Thank you. Don't you play things. Actually, he might have a coin. He could, like, okay, he seems not to have either. Well, either he didn't steal the coin or he didn't steal anything worth playing. So it's not a loot hoarder, I don't think. I would have played a loot hoarder there. I mean, yeah, the Northshire Cleric kills it and heals up, draws a card, but then you draw a card from the loot hoarder. Might as well, right? Coin? Ah, he stole the coin. Okay, well, that's good. I'm happy about that. Although I'm not happy about the fact that he's playing a 4-drop. Ah, Soul Priest. I have the wrong shadow word against that. Oh, God. I don't have a good answer for that, Soul Priest. Ah, no, I have the wrong shadow word. I could coin out Silence. Issue there is, I mean, it's just a 3-5. It's just, I mean, it kills me. If I Shattered Sun Cleric, I can deal 4 damage. That's not enough. Ah, Jesus Christ. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Shattered Sun Cleric on the Northshire Cleric. So the idea here is that my opponent can hit this 3 and then finish it off with his hero ability, which he'll likely want to do, but then it'll be at 3 health, and then I can trade it in. Trade my Shattered Sun Cleric in for it. It's going to have a Holy Smite. Oh, he's not even going to do that. Oh, no, this is actually even worse. Ugh. He's going to do that. He's going to kill my loot hoarder. Draw me a card. Well, I guess that's fine. I'll take a card. Sure. I guess this could have been worse. Yeah, somehow this... You know what? That felt terrible for some reason, but I guess it's fine. We'll just do this and play this engine. So my opponent has 5 cards to my 6. Granted, one of them's the coin, so it's not really... I guess I'm okay. I guess that turned out okay. He really wanted a Shadow Word Pain there. He didn't have it. So I will be happy to do that. And I could try killing this thing to guard against Inner Fire, but what I'm going to do if he plays Inner Fire is just Mass Dispel. Now, yes, that means my Sen'jin will die, but so be it. I'm going to do Coin, that. Now, I could, of course, have Shadow Word Death, but I might need to say that for 2 reasons. Number 1, him playing his own big creatures, and number 2, him mind controlling one of my big creatures. Or, that thing. Oh, God. Yikes. Shadow Word. Ah, that feels so good. Ooh, that feels so good. Oh, my God, I hate Gorobashi Berserkers. I don't mean I hate when my opponents play them. I just hate that card now. It's just been so bad so many times that I just don't even want to play with it anymore. Okay, well, he used a coin that he stole from me. We're a turn away from Mind Control. I hope he plays like a big taunt or something, and I can just Mass Dispel, and then swing for 7, 9, 11, and then I can try to win before Mind Control happens. Actually, I have lethal damage if he, oh no! Oh, whew, I thought he was going to Holy Nova, but he doesn't have enough mana for that. Okay. Do I win? Oh, man, if I could just win, that would be great. That'd be just super great. Super, super great. Got 7, 9, 11, 13. Nope, his heal put him over the edge. Well, we're going to go for it. Can I damage this somehow? No, I could not enrage it. We're just gonna go for it here. Yeah, my hero ability is actually wasted on turn 7. Well, I guess that means things are going well. So a Holy Nova would kill a lot of my stuff, but the Chillwind Yeti is still alive. My opponent needs a Holy Smite right now, or he loses. He doesn't have it. Oh, please don't! Oh my God, please don't get a Holy Smite. Oh, please don't get a Holy Smite. Oh my God, I'm so scared right now. Oh, I drew another damage spell. Okay. Whew. Okay, that was scary. Alright, so we won before mind control could come online, and there we go. Our 6th win in the arena for the first time today. Feels so great. I'll be sad if I lose, because that means I was 0 for 3 today, and that's a little bit depressing, but, you know, it's still, you know, a good bit above average, as I mentioned before. If you can make it to 5 wins, that's top 20, I think 3%. If you can make it to 6 wins, that's top 14% of players, so it's good. It's just not, you know, stellar, and I like to be stellar. Okay, who are we up against? A mage. Well, I got my wish, didn't I? I was like, I'll even play a mage, and then here we go. I think this deck, I mean, no deck is good against mage, let's be honest with ourselves, but this deck is about as good as they come with the health buffs, helping you survive flame strikes, and all those temple enforcers. Alright, well, we're first up, and we have a curve. The only problem is that Loot Hoarder just dies to the mage's hero ability, so it's a bit sad, but I basically spend 2 mana that would have been wasted anyway, and my opponent spends her 2 mana. And so it kind of breaks even, I suppose. Northstrat Cleric. That'll change my plans. I'm actually gonna play Northstrat Cleric. So now if she plays a regular old 2-drop, she's gonna be afraid of me attacking in and hearing abilitying it to draw a card. But in fact, I have no such plans. All I really want to do is play a Shattered Sun Cleric. And I might think, well, Boris, why are you playing Shattered Sun Cleric? This isn't really useful right now. And the answer is because it's a 3/3. I mean, the 2 and the 4 that might not ever really matter, but it's a 3/3, and so putting it on the board is important. You don't want to like just play a Loot Hoarder there and then have it die to hero ability and call it a day. Alright, that is a very desperate Frost Nova. It's an Ice Lance, I see. So okay, so that actually justifies the Frost Nova quite a bit. But if that had just been a Frost Nova, that would have been a desperate one. You want to play Frost Nova later in the game, when you can also do other things on your turn. So here's a Light Spawn. I wanted to play this rather than this engine, because right now there's nothing to protect, unless my opponent plays like a Wolf Rider or something silly. And this does deal more damage, so it can be significant.
Squire, attend me.
Well, that's not super great for me, unfortunately. I could do something wacky, like I could play a Senjin, try to block this. I don't really want to kill the Squire with my Shattered Sun Cleric, because it will die to hero ability. Now, of course, I could use the... Oh, you know what? Hang on a minute. Here's what I want to do, I think. Let's just clear the board. Let's just clear the board. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to heal up. And then I'm going to attack that, and I'm going to play this. So now, this plus hero ability will kill the Berserker, but that's that is going to be 2/5 of her turn. And she'll also be allowing me to heal up the Light Spawn, so she really wants to kill the Light Spawn, if anything. Attack this with Squire. But I've got like a nice size of bodies here. If she chooses to play a 5-mana creature, there's a chance I can Holy Nova profitably. We'll see about that. Wow, lots of tigers today. Well, this does mean that the Squire doesn't actually get to kill the Light Spawn. So the Squire made the right move there. Actually, you know what? I don't know. I would have attacked me with the Squire. Dealt 2 damage, because now I just get to heal this. So, like, who cares? So I could play Senjin. It'll die to the Tiger, but I'm okay with that. Because, really, I'm hitting for 8 damage. That is not to be underestimated. Oh god, has my opponent used the coin? I don't think she's used the coin. I think if she still has the coin, she can Flame Strike. Uh-oh. Is that what I'm about to get hit by? Mages. They can always have something. Honestly, I don't even mind about that. I don't even mind. That's, like, fine. Alright, that's totally fine. Okay, great. Okay, so we're gonna think here for a moment. Temple Enforcer on the Light Spawn is an obvious pick to make it a 6/6. And then the Temple Enforcer and it survive Flame Strike. Holy Nova needs to be considered, though. It'll kill the Tiger, get this down to 3 health. I can use my Shattered Sun Cleric, attack with the Berserker. And then I can play a Loot Hoarder. Interesting. I feel a little bit safer keeping my opponent's creatures dead. I can hit for 5 damage. If this weren't frozen, I'd be fine. This is why the Frost Elemental is so good, by the way. If this weren't frozen, I'd be fine with just Temple Enforcer swing for 9/11, but instead it's Temple Enforcer swing for 5. She's at 12. She might have answers for my stuff. Alright, we're going to risk it a little bit here. We're going to play Holy Nova, which actually does heal my Light Spawn. We'll do this, and we will play the Loot Hoarder now. So basically there's a chance my opponent doesn't want to use 2 mana to, you know, kill my Loot Hoarder. And if she does, I spent 2 mana, she spent 2 mana, it's okay. It's totally fine. Flame Strike I'm really safe against. The Light Spawn actually survives. And if this actually is allowed to just sit, and I can put a Temple Enforcer on it, my opponent's in trouble. Okay, well, she got the Flame Strike, but it's a good thing the Holy Nova healed, because now I get to have a really good move, actually. Holy cow, this is amazing. I can do this, and heal it, and swing for 6. My opponent is in what we like to call, here in Papa Boris land, serious-ass trouble, because I have 2 points of burn, 4 points of burn, and she's at 7 health. Plus I have 2 6/6s. She has to heal and deal with both my 6/6s. Ah. Man, I really hope I get my Mass Dispel. That would be really nice. Nope. And Shadow Word Pain doesn't actually get past this. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. I win the game. We'll just do this, that, and the other thing. Okay, that was about as good as they go against mages. Look at that. We got Flame Struck and we survived in high time. I gotta get one of those shirts, man. Even if it's just for myself. I don't think many YouTube people try to make a living selling merchandise. It seems to be more of like a webcomic artist sort of a thing. But I really want to make a shirt, even just for myself. Just that says, I survived Flame Strike. It's such a good Hearthstone shirt. I always want to like jump up out of my chair and yell, I survived Flame Strike, while pumping my fist in the air. Every time I play a game against a mage where he played Flame Strike, I'm like, I don't even care. But I'm going to give myself some credit. I mean, I made the right move. I think some people would have done like the Temple Enforcer thing. And then she would have Flame Struck. She could have traded off my Temple Enforcer and my Light Well, and that would have been that. Steamed Hams. Well, is this mage going to avenge her magey cousin? Okay, Shadow Form we're going to pass back, and the Stormpike Command. I'll keep a Loot Hoarder because worst case scenario, I'll play it on turn 2. I do have 2 Northstrike Clerics, so it's not like super improbable that they would come out. The issue here is that if my opponent coins out a 3-2 for 2, I'm going to be in trouble. But you know what? You know what, folks? Do you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. Do you want to play a stupid generic 3-2 for 2 mana? Fine. You just do that. I don't even care. I don't even care. Because we made it to 7 wins. We have our 33% success rate for the day. And that's all that matters. Alright, she's got nothing. She thought about it, though. She thought about it like, maybe I'll have something. Alright, so there's the Loot Hoarder against the Mage Conundrum again, so she can use up her whole turn, just like I used up my whole turn, and then I got my card back. So I just kind of cycled through my deck in a very elaborate fashion, which is okay. I might actually be playing Shadow Form on turn 3, we'll see. We'll see.
What to do?
There's the coin.
May my ancestors
Ah, wow, interesting. Interesting. Well, I'm not going to be Shadow Forming then. I do get to run into this with Northstrike Cleric.
Right away.
So order is very important. I'm going to run both these creatures in, but you have to do the Northstrike Cleric first, because if you did the Loot Hoarder first, this does have Enrage. Then the Northstrike Cleric would just die. So I have to do this first, and then heal, because you should always draw cards first. And then this Loot Hoarder's in borrowed time anyway, so I might as well draw a card. Alright, I could still lose the game, but I'm way ahead right now at this particular moment. Because I drew 2 cards, and I killed a creature. I drew the Northstrike Cleric and the Loot Hoarder. The Loot Hoarder basically killed a thing and drew a card. And then the Northstrike Cleric drew a card. And then I had an extra card just... No, I'm first player of this game. Okay, so basically I've caught up for the extra card that she has. And she spent her coin. Is she going to play Arcane Missiles here? Generally, Jesus, wow, what is my opponent doing? Generally, you don't want to just put this out in the open. Unless you're going to play a spell right afterwards. Well, here I think I'm just going to play Ascension.
Right away.
I could, of course, have attacked and drawn a card and then played the Fairy Dragon, but I'd rather put a much bigger presence on the board. So at the moment, this spell damage is not relevant. I mean, Frostbolt kills this anyway. I guess Frostbolt this, Hero Ability this. Yeah, the Frostbolt dealing 4 damage would allow her to kill my Ascension. But then she has to use the Hero Ability to finish us off so the Northstrike Cleric would still live. And it's kind of cool because next turn I can actually, like if this is still sitting here, let's just say you play a random creature that does nothing, like a Gnomish Inventor. I run in to deal damage to it, then I run in with Ascension, even though the Ascension can kill it on its own, because then I'm going to play Darkscale Healer and heal them both. Ah, that's a really well played move. Okay. So no more card drawing for Boris. That is sad. At 5 mana, I could actually play Shadow Form, but I just don't know if that's right. I'm just gonna, whatever, man. I'm just gonna do this and kill her spell damage. She could, of course, kill my Senjin, but that would be 2/5 of her mana for the turn, and this Crazed Alchemist would have to die, and I have a Chillwind Yeti on the board. And it's going to be like a Twilight Drake soon. Okay, so just so everybody knows, from now on, anything that's a 4/5, I'm going to call a Chillwind Yeti. 4/5 with extra health, I'm going to call a Twilight Drake. So just so we're clear on the terminology here, folks, I don't want to confuse anybody, but that's what it's going to be from now on, okay? Okay, so she's going to do it looks like, which I'm fine with, because that means she's not playing a 5-mana creature, and I do have a Chillwind Yeti and a butt ton of cards. Man, I'm way ahead this game. Secret! Ah, secret. Well, here's what we're going to do. I would like to play Temple Enforcer. So, what I'm going to do first is check for Vaporize. It's not Vaporize. Okay, so it might be Mirror Entity, so sadly I'm not going to play my Legendary or anything here. Let's play Fairy Dragon. It's Mirror Entity. Now you maybe think, well, hang on, Boris, why didn't you do that first? Because if you'd done it first, you could have killed it right away. Well, the thing is, I actually really wanted to play the Temple Enforcer, so I was kind of hoping it was a Vaporize. Granted, you know what? I mean, if this was dead, then like then the Temple Enforcer wasn't such a hot play, huh? Well, okay, maybe I should have played a creature first. Because if I played this first, I could have just killed it, healed up, all that good stuff. Anyway, we're doing good shape. We have the same number of cards as our opponent. We survive Flame Strike with 2 of our creatures. And we are going to even more survive Flame Strike on the next turn. So my opponent has to get a very good play here. I think this might be her last turn to do something really amazing. I think Dark Iron Dwarf would be a good start. Because then this could kill my Yeti. And she'd have a 4/4. And then for 2 mana, I don't know. I don't know what else. Silverman Guardian? Nah! It's a decent card. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. That's not enough either. So I have to be a little careful here. She can actually enrage this guy. Make it a 5/2. So I do need to watch out for that. So I am actually going to go ahead and kill it. And I'm going to just play this Temple Enforcer. And I'm going to put this on the healer so that it does not die to a Divine Shield. So with Flame Strike and Divine Shield, she can kill a grand total of 1 of the creatures that I have on the board. That is astounding. Anytime you're on turn 7 against a mage and you're hoping that Flame Strike is their best play, you know you're in good shape. Alright, she's going to silence that to take a hit point off of it. I don't know if my opponent meant to do that. So one of 2 things is the case. Either my opponent is just desperate for bodies, or she completely screwed up. We'll see what our last card is.
Drink with me.
I think she screwed up. I don't know what that was about. I mean, all it did was suck a single point of... Oh, no, I guess it sucked off 3 points. Okay, it sucked off 3 points, but it had... Yeah, okay. So it sucked off 3 points, but it only looked like 1 because I was already I was already damaged. Okay, anyway. So, let's take a look at the situation. I've got 10, 14 damage here. I need 16 more. I mean, I could just turn on Shadow Form, I guess, and start the party. Okay, we're going to do it. I'm going to heal myself one last time. Shadow Form. Notice how your hero ability flips like that, so you get to use it again. I'm going to completely ignore her creature because I just don't really care about it. Again, Flame Strike is not going to save her. Only thing that saves her right now are freezing spells. So she can, like, Cone of Cold, play stuff for 5 mana. Cone of Cold, play stuff for 6 mana. Frost Nova, play stuff for, 8 mana. Like, if she has, like, that chain of freezing spells, she'd be fine. Oh my god, is it going to be an irrelevant last turn Molten Giant? The favorite! That should be another t-shirt. There should be, like, a picture of a Molten Giant looking extremely sad, and, like, the irrelevant last turn Molten Giant. We've seen this happen so much! So much. Where they just play it for free on the last turn and it doesn't matter because they lose. Wow! Huh, boy. Well, we had 2 really tough games, and I think even one of my wins against one of those Warlocks was kind of a close call, but we make it to 8 wins in pretty high style against mages, no less. 2 in a row. We really put them away, like it wasn't even close. Yeah. Woo! Yeehaw. Alright. Kick it, diggity dog. It'd be nice to get up to 9 wins, get a couple hundred gold, get up to 2,700, then of course I'm going to drop back down to, 2,500 and change. So, the arena reward wins for my previous 5-win arenas were actually pretty good. They were like 80 and 100 or something like that. So, it's good. It's been a good day money-wise. Okay, what's up with the Warlock? Okay, actually, this is a complete mulligan. Nothing here is good. I don't want Shadow Form. It's too speculative. You don't really want to play it early. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. So, Northshire Cleric is actually quite a risky play on turn 1 against Warlocks because you just know that they have Flame Imps. However, now that I drew a Shattered Sun Cleric, I will play it. So I just want to make a comment about that because it may look like I just, played turn 1 Northshire Cleric, but against a Warlock, because he might have a Flame Imp, so he's like more likely than an average class to be able to kill this thing. I only played this because I had a Shattered Sun Cleric behind it. If that weren't there, I wouldn't have done it. Okay, we're going to just go ahead and play our Amani Berserker.
Right away.
So, it survives Demon Fire and Drain Life. So does the Fairy Dragon, because it can't be targeted. So if my opponent has Shadow Bolt for this, I'll be sad. Ah, interesting. Okay, so we've got that going on. Well, there's a couple of options here. One is coin out Mass Dispel, suck off the Divine Shield, and trade a creature for it. But I think what I'd actually rather do is this. So this is a risky move. This is a very risky move because if my opponent has Mortal Coil, I'm going to regret it. But basically, if he doesn't have Mortal Coil, I am in seriously good shape because this is hitting for 6. So we'll see. We'll see if he has it or not. I mean, if he has it, he has it. I felt like it was worth taking the risk. I might actually be coining the Beast out on turn 5 here. We'll see. Okay, no Mortal Coil, but he spends his turn putting that into play, which I'm totally 100% fine with. Got a couple of options here. That should be another t-shirt. Got a couple of options here. That's like my go-to phrase. Number 1, Defender of Argus right in the middle, buff this up, kill this thing. I have a 3-3 and a 4-4 with Taunt Swing. Pass turn. Another option, Gnomish Inventor, trade the Shattered Sun Cleric, 2-1 and a 2-4. Slightly less impressive board, but I drew a card. I think it's got to be the Defender. That puts the biggest bodies on the board. The thing you always have to worry about with Warlocks is Hellfire, but this survives Hellfire, and he clearly does not have a Mortal Coil, or he would have played it last turn. So Hellfire plus Mortal Coil would be great, but I'm certain he doesn't have Mortal Coil. Shadow Bolt, well, that's most of his turn, and I still got a 3-3. Blood Imp. Ah, perfect. Okay, so I have a Mass Dispel here. Don't need to do that just yet or anything, but it's there. I think this is the time. So I'm running into Siphon Soul here. However, that's a rare card, so he might not have it. He might not even have seen one in the draft. If he gets a 3-3 off the Siphon Soul, that is sad, but other than that, 7 mana is a lot for a Warlock to shoot through, and I'm hitting him for 9 damage. I mean, this is 12 damage right here on the board. Let's just go for the win here, babies. Babies, pack up your babies. We're going for the win. You know what's really awkward about Mass Dispel? You can't silence your own stuff with it. I do have a regular silence in the deck, though. I could silence his ability, and it's just a 9-7 then. Let's see what he's got. Archer Commander. Ah, it's not going to be good enough, I'm afraid, sir. It's not going to be good enough. So I'm hitting for 9 damage. Yeah, seems pretty good. Shadow Word Pain. Not quite good enough either. Well, let's draw a card, because we should always draw cards first. Wild Pyromancer. That would also flush out the Blood Imp. So here's the thing. I can kill this thing and then heal up. Then I'm foregoing the chance of dealing 9 damage, and this would be at 5 health, which is, it's a bit dangerous. Shadow Bolt plus the Blood Imp would kill it off. I could deal 9 damage. The problem there is all he needs is an extra 3 damage, well, an extra 2 damage of any sort, and this thing will die, and he gets a 3-3. He'd be at 11 health. I don't actually have that much damage potential here. I don't have my Shadow Form or anything, and this is a pretty weak creature. Oh, boy. Alright, I'm going to trust my instincts. My instincts tell me this is the move. The other advantage to attacking would have been I could have played a Fairy Dragon, but my instincts told me that was the move, so we'll trust them. We'll see how they do. It's possible that both ways were bad. It's possible he has the answers for both. Fen Creeper looks like he doesn't actually have what he needs. He does not. He's going to attack with the Blood Imp. Ah, because it's safe. I see. Fair enough. Well, let's take a look at the situation here. I could play Wild Pyromancer, Shadow Word Pain, the Fen Creeper, kill the Blood Imp, deal damage to this, which I'm not super thrilled about. Then I could actually play Northshire Cleric, that's 5 mana, and still heal and draw a card. Wow, okay, well, we'll do that then. So, what order do I want to do this in? Normally I want to draw cards first, but I don't want this Northshire Cleric taking damage. Or do I? I don't really care about the Northshire Cleric taking damage. Let's just do this. Heal up. Draw a card. Okay. Yeah, let's just kill this thing. I don't even need the Wild Pyromancer. Ha! So we'll kill the Blood Imp. Man, I feel... Okay, you know what? I'm not going to play that because I don't want my thing getting mind controlled. My opponent clearly doesn't have any Siphon Souls, or he would have played those. Oh my god, I'm so excited, folks. I'm so excited. Do you know why I'm excited? because I've been waiting this entire damn arena for Mass Dispel to be good. And here it is, earning me my 9th win in the arena. And the legendary too! It was bad the whole arena, and then finally got to coin it out on turn 5, Mass Dispel for the win. Oh my gosh. Alright, there we go. So we are totally vindicated. We were rocking, actually, let's see, 5 plus 5 plus 9 is 19. 19 divided by 3 is a little bit more than 6, so a little more than 6 wins on average in today's arenas. I think, do I misremember? Was one of them end at 4? I think the other two ended at 5. Okay, so we're at 9 here. If you enjoyed this video, please like and or subscribe. I'll appreciate that greatly. And if you want to stick around for Papa Boris's Happy Fun Time bonus hour, because we never want our time with Papa Boris to end, let us commence. Double pack, and, oh, that's a lot of gold. This is 235 gold. 190, 235 gold. That's a lot of gold. I'm happy with that quantity of gold, and the 2 packs are nice. I am trying to build up my collection. It is slow going. It starts out really fast, and then you just kind of hit a brick wall as you wait for your epics and your legendaries. Nope. And, you know what's really funny? I remember back when I used to, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of duplications. I remember back when I used to watch, oh god, that was 2 completely duplicate packs. I remember back when I used to watch Trump and other people streaming, they would always click through their cards so quickly, and I was like, come on, man, take a look at the card, it's kind of exciting. If I ever post videos on YouTube, that was really grammatical, if I ever post videos on YouTube, I will take a look at the card, I will gaze over each one lovingly. And I will caress it with my, I don't know what I'm talking about here, I will caress it with my mouse cursor here and be like, ah, that is a card. I will offer insightful commentary of like, well, this card is good under these circumstances, but this card is good under these circumstances. This card I'm not a big fan of. And now I'm just clicking through all of them because I just don't even care about anything that's not legendary or epic, and that's just how it goes. Okay, let's take a look at our next arena. That is going to be Hunter, Druid, or Priest. Well, I think it's got to be Druid, right? We did a Hunter and a Priest already today, so a lot of the same classes coming up, which is not that improbable. But it'll be a Druid, so that'll be fun. Hope you'll come watch me, and I will look forward to doing it. So I'm going to see you then. See you guys.